Good evening. I'm going to show you Hive Central. I did start a video about it and it did not work out because it cut off. So I'm going to try it again. The first hive in Hive Central, these bees did not do well. I had to empty out all of the frames, and there were moths that they were called moths. They're a type of moth that eats up their wax. They're called wax moths. There's one little bee there, but he'll probably go to another hive to live. Unfortunately, there was no queen left or whatever, so they couldn't really do much of anything. But see, that's a moth right there, a wax moth. And what they do is they eat up all their little, they get in here and they tear it all up and make it look bad. It happens. See, that's the way wax moths do your wax on the frames. And it starves out the bees. So they can't live there anymore. What people usually do with wax moths is they just replace all the frames and have a new, all new frames and put another bee package in. Now this is the second one. They needed feeding. They were doing very well, and you can see they're all drinking water. They have some water over here to drink. So you can tell the water goes in these little things so they don't drown in the water. What I can do here is take this off so you can see what's inside. These bees are doing okay. There's bees on top. They're not doing anything on these top frames, but they do have a small brood nest underwards. And they have, they also have the, I have a patty for them to be able to eat. And also there is some sugar water for them to have. So I'm going to take these out so you can see them. But I'm not going to open up the bottom. But you can see that there's plenty down there. And they have a queen because there's plenty of them there, and they're sticking around that same central area. Okay, that patty is supposed to be for when it's an extra concentrated, nutritious patty for them to have, so they can have extra to eat. That is where they get fed sugar water and those internal feeders, so nobody can get in and rob them. So I can close this back up. They seem to be fine. I did a big inspection of everybody yesterday. And it's like kind of dusk now, so they're all going to start coming back home from foraging. This one is also where they needed more food. They have plenty of bees in this hive, so I think they will probably make it through the winter. And I'm going to show you their feeding chamber. This is all water. That's all of their feeding. Those two chambers, they're feeding off of that sugar. They're really, really hungry. So what I'm gonna do is walk over to the next one. This one is from Louisiana. I can see that there's bees coming up here. They're doing pretty good. There's a lot of bees in here, and they need both of these. And they're getting fed sugar water. Everybody has to have sugar water now for the fall. The smallest hive which is another flow hive, but it's just a smaller one. That one's fine, but it's a small hive. They seem to be going strong, so they're going to be fine. I did not have I did feed them some sugar water as well. So all of these hives, I'm gonna do another inspection probably in another 2 weeks. I'm gonna leave them alone. It takes them 2 weeks to go through their sugar, and they will be able to get through the winter. So this is Hive Central. It seems to be doing okay except for the last hive. Thank you for watching.